Just in one day, we sold $425 worth of used men's clothing on eBay. Today we're going to cover some of those items that sold, why we bought them, and what they sold for. And yeah, it should be super fun. If you guys are new here, my name's Sebastian. This is Resell Junkie. My wife and I resell used clothing for a full-time living from home, and we teach others how to do the same. So let's just get into this and see what we sold. All right, so this first thing, this is perfectly seasonal. Guys, be looking for ugly Christmas sweaters. This is by the brand Fa La La. I think there was another brand on there somewhere, Studio something. But yeah, just this ugly little Christmas sweater, nothing special about it. We paid $6.50 for it, and it did sell for $28. Now, I will tell you the price it sold for because this eBay listed sold price on these things isn't actually accurate. For whatever reason, it doesn't show further discounts and things like that. If we send offers, it won't show it on here. So I will be telling you guys what we sold, what the item actually sold for. All right, next is Nike ACG. Guys, they've been making this subline of Nike for years and years and years. You can find vintage stuff, you can find modern stuff, but you need to know it. These were a pair of cycling shoes, just a pair of mountain bike shoes. Nothing crazy about them. They were in good shape, but with these, I am really careful, guys. Like with older shoes, especially like the rubbers on them, it will start cracking, it'll get beat up. So whenever I do find vintage mountain biking or cycling stuff, I will typically list it as is and no returns and things like that. I will make it very known that it is an old piece of clothing or an old shoe, and it may get damaged, and the person should not intend on maybe mountain biking with these. So I like to make that very clear, just something to note. Now, we paid $11 for these, and they did sell for $52. I've had these for like 6 months though, so it did take quite a bit to sell. If you guys follow us, Todd, Snyder, and Champion, you've heard about this 20 times by now already. This is something that we picked up at a local Plato's Closet. They had a bunch of this stuff. This is the tag right here. What this is a collab between the brand Champion that we all know and love and the brand Todd Snyder, which no one knows about. Todd Snyder is like a designer in New York, LA, whatever it is. Pretty much it's a fancy company that just upcharges for fancier clothes. These clothes are made in Canada. They're a little bit nicer. It's a pretty cool collab. I actually really enjoy it. I kept a bunch of these t-shirts for myself. But needless to say, guys, you need to know those little niche brands and those collabs. That is how you make so much more money. They underpriced all of these clothes. We paid $8 for this t-shirt, and it sold for $27.36. Now this t-shirt has a retail price of somewhere around 70 bucks. So guys, it's not a joke. Like, be on the lookout for this stuff, and just because you don't know a brand doesn't mean that other people don't like spend a lot of money on it. So look everything up. Okay, moving on. This vintage camo made in England sweater. You find these all the time. They'll be in different colors. These were pretty much like contract manufacturer. They still make these style sweaters today. Tons of different brands that make these. Again, they were contracted out for militaries and things like that. I don't think this one actually had a brand. Yeah, this one didn't have a brand on it, but it was wool, and that is important. You will find, wait, what was this one, the wool one? No, sorry. This was the acrylic one. I'm sorry. We have a couple of these in stock right now. The acrylic ones do not bring as much money as the wool ones, okay guys? You need to remember that. Wool is king when it does come to sweaters. It's not to say that this wasn't valuable. I mean, we paid $6 for this, and it did sell for 36 bucks, so it was a quick little flip. But still, be on the lookout for wool ones of these because they will bring you way more money than just like the acrylic or polyester ones. So that's a pro tip. If you follow us, you've already seen these. We've already showed you guys these golf shorts, but we paid $7.25 for them, and they sold for 40 bucks. What these are just a pair of like those ugly, strappy golf shorts. You can see they got zippers everywhere to hide all their goth emotions. But by the brand Trip NYC, you will find this sometimes. I found these pants, this is the third or fourth pair that I have found in the past 3 years. So I'm not saying it's common. By no means is this a common thing you will find, but it's not super uncommon, so you guys will eventually run across this. So if you see any like gothic related clothing and it says Trip on it, take a look at it. It may really be worth your time. Now another brand to mention is Janko, the pants that have like really wide crazy legs. Same kind of group of clothing. Just take a look at it. Some of that stuff brings a lot of money. Like some Janko pants you can get hundreds of dollars for. So remember that, guys. Again, this is a brand that I've never ever heard another reseller talking about, is Wob Maker. Okay, this stuff is made in the US. Now what it is like this frontier style clothing, so like a homesteading type clothing. I'm not sure what the exact name of it is, but to you guys it's more so going to be like Western kind of stuff like that. So be on the lookout for this stuff because it does sell well. Like this shirt we paid $6.80 for. It sold for 25 bucks. We ran a pretty aggressive sale, so that's why we kind of got less for it. I was expecting to get around $35 to $38 for this, but again, their brand does sell well, and it's a brand that not a lot of people know about. But if you live somewhere that's more country and like rural, you will see this brand often, guys, like from pants to shirts to pretty much anything. So be on the lookout for that. Again, a brand that we preach, we love, we talk about on this channel all the time. It's cool. I think most resellers at this point know about this brand, but what I am going to show you is something that maybe a lot of resellers haven't talked about. On some of their items, if you go onto the tag and you actually look at it, on here it says, I can't really zoom in anymore. Oh, there we go. So on here it says Ionic. Like, of course I can't show it to you guys. It says Ionic. Now, Cool will have like little separate lines of fabric like that they have special niche names for. It's important to know those things because they do matter as far as like the title goes. So like for this one I put Cool Ionic long sleeve shirt. Someone may literally be searching for Ionic long sleeve cool shirts, so that does definitely help boost your ranking as far as eBay is concerned. But this shirt was cool. We paid $6.25 for it and it sold for $28 like really quickly, like within a day or two. So I may have underpriced it a little bit because it was a 2XL, it was in great shape, and it was a good color. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm pretty happy turning $6 into 28 bucks. I'll take that all day. Last thing, I wanted to save this for last just because it's not special, and I wanted to like tell you guys that don't be excited about some things. Levi's jackets, we all know and like them, jeans, like whatever, we get it. It's an old company and it's cool and all that, but it doesn't have that same kind of clout and desire that it once used to. This stuff doesn't bring that much money because again, it's super mass produced. I mean, Levi's is one of the biggest companies in America and they make millions of pairs of clothing every single year, and they have for the past like 100 years. So just don't get super excited. Like this kind of proves the point. We paid $8.50 for this jacket and it sold for 28 bucks. Like Levi's jackets are not like gonna bring you a bunch of money. Even if they're old, guys, I'm sure a lot of you vintage sellers don't want to hear this, but it's not really that valuable. Levi's is not that valuable of a brand unless you get Big E's and you get these rare jackets that almost no one ever finds. Even like orange tab Levi jeans, they're not that special. Big E Levi jeans, sure, those are going to be a little bit more special, but still, like the market is so flooded with this stuff. Just don't get too excited, guys. Like I hate to see people like on social media get so eager and think they found a gold mine when it's really not that special. Now, this jacket was even less special because it was modern. There was nothing cool about it, just a basic Chinese made one. On some of them, you will see like an actual model number, a code. It's like 8 digits or something like that. You can look that up. On this one, it didn't have it. But yeah, guys, don't get too excited about certain things. That's all I wanted to say. Sorry for ranting about that in the end here, but it's important to know. It's important to talk about it, and we're not only going to talk about the positives of reselling. Like, there's a lot of things that waste your time. There's a lot of people that waste your time online telling you that things may be worth a lot of money when they're not. So I hope this helped. I hope this was fun. I really love making these videos for you guys because I love talking about these things on a more one-on-one basis where we don't really get to have the time to do that on other platforms. If this did help, make sure you like and subscribe. If you actually need a little bit more help, we have a text thrift hotline. So you can actually text Resell Junkie, all one word, to 474747, and you can join our thrift hotline there, where every week we're going to send out like just some fun thrifting information, bolos. You can even text us a question if you have some pressing question at the thrift store and you just need a little bit of advice. Feel free to text us there, no big deal. So yeah, guys, that was it. That's my pitch for today. I hope you had fun. If you want to take our free beginner's guide, reselljunkie.com, you can grab it there. Again, liking and subscribing this will help so much. It'll help us grow and it'll help us make millions of bucks, and that should be your end goal. So guys, I hope you have a great day. Talk soon. Cheers.